you guys stayed pretty quiet for a long time, right? About revealing yourselves behind the whole project.
Well, yeah, I mean, what happened was
BuzzFeed, right?
BuzzFeed, yeah, worked with a pretty malicious actor to dox us. And I think they were trying to come at it from the perspective of like, oh, we think these guys are nefarious, and they couldn't find anything nefarious on us. So then they were like, well, no one's allowed to be anonymous and run a business. Didn't mind that like all of our employees knew who we were, all of our partners knew who we were. Let's dox them. And so right before they dox us, we were like, well, we'll fuck it, we'll own it. We'll put up a photo of ourselves, introduce ourselves to the community. Yeah.
Was there any rationale behind like why you didn't want to like share like?
I mean, I think it's just like kind of part of the crypto ecosystem just to launch projects using a pseudonym. It was just kind of felt par for the course.
Mm-hmm. We always had an LLC. It's like not like that. Like
right, the government
somebody had an issue. There's a legal entity that someone could take it up with. So it wasn't like this.
And who's to say you have to be like public?
I just asked because the internet makes it a big deal where they're like,
I think journalists made it a big deal, but like the actual community, like, I don't know, is it really a big deal? Like, but anyway, people know who we are now, and it's like, it's fine. And I'm like, honestly, it's become a blessing in a certain sense.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, how's it changed?
Well, I mean, like, because like we think about like the first Ape Fest where you threw, like, I was anonymous at Ape Fest. No one knew who I was. I'd walk around the crowd, no one knew that, like, I'd helped create this whole thing.
Wow.
And it was kind of like magically. There's like thousands of people, and I'm just like, and sometimes I'd see people from the community, and I'd like tap their head and be like, hey, I'm Gordon. They'd be like, oh, we'd have a hug and talk or whatever. But this last,
I was out there like giving wristbands last Ape Fest. Like people thought I was an intern. I was like, come on. Like, that was the job every day. It was just like hustle for people.
And then flash forward to this Ape Fest where we're like at Pier 17, maximum capacity, 4 nights in a row, 4,000 people a night. I couldn't even get everyone in every night because that's how high the demand was. And I walk outside of the area that I was hanging out in just to meet some people, and it was like a line formed of people just wanting to meet me. And I'm just like 4 hours a night, just shaking hands, kissing babies, meeting the community, people who are like, I've been dying to meet for the past year and a half. It was amazing. It was like extraordinary.
Felt a little bit like Mickey Mouse too.
Yeah,
like at Disney World.
I don't know. It was fucking stoked. I was fucking stoked because like the people who wanted to meet me almost entirely were people who were building in the space. They were utilizing the intellectual property. They were building their own projects. They wanted to talk. I gave them my email. It's like, let's shoot the shit. Let's talk about, So I have a large back catalog of emails I need to still get through. But it was like, a blessing and a curse in a certain sense,
Yeah, that's something really cool. We talked about the event that you guys threw last year, but we didn't talk about the one this past June.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, it was wild.
Like
Eminem,
Dog, Lil Baby, Eminem showcased the new video, which is like amazing. Bro, it was so good.
Imagine going back like
LCD
15 years ago.
Eminem bought one. Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Imagine like telling yourself 15 years ago, like Eminem's gonna be at your company's event. Like that's so
it was
crazy.
unbelievable.
It's ridiculous.
It was so good.